There's a movie quote in one of my favorite movies, Perks of Being a Wallflower. And one of the characters asks the main character, "Why do I and everyone I love pick people who treat us like we're nothing?" And the main character responds, "We accept the love we think we deserve." In this video, I'll be talking about the love that we deserve versus the love that we accept, and the love we are willing to give ourselves. The other quote was, "You can't put everyone else's lives ahead of yours and think that counts as love." This is for my people pleasers, for people like me who are recovering from being a people pleaser. And it's easier said than done, because just when you think, I finally beat it, you're back in the cycle again, trying to make somebody happy. I think we're taught from a young age, even if you're not religious, you're probably still taught by your parents, that you should put other people ahead of yourself, that you should consider others. There is truth in that. I think you should consider other people. You should consider how people might be hurting, or how their circumstances might impact them, or how your actions and words impact other people. But we always forget that, especially in religion, in Christianity, at least from my perspective, we always say, put others above yourself and love your neighbor as yourself. What people always miss when they quote that verse is love your neighbor as yourself means that you also have to love yourself. It doesn't mean that you loving your neighbor is going to be enough, because it's not. If you're not taking care of yourself, how can you help other people? A personal example is, I thought that loving my neighbor as myself was going above and beyond for anyone who needed it. If I know you and I've known you for like 5 seconds, and you come to me and you have this life altering issue, I was going to sit there and I was going to listen. And if you needed a ride, I don't care if it took me to drive 3 hours or 5 hours, I was going to give you a ride. Really, what reinforced this for me was the positive responses I got back, because it made me feel like, oh my gosh, someone is happy with me. I would do these things when I would go above and beyond, and of course they were happy. They didn't have to do any of the work. They didn't have to go to therapy because I was their therapist. They didn't have to get a car because I was their Uber driver. They didn't have to take care of themselves because I was the one that was there to take care of them. This is a good thing. Be there for your friends, be there for your family, and do it without expecting anything in return. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, it comes to a point where one day, if it's not now, it will be happening soon, where you wake up and you realize that you've sacrificed all your time, energy, and love on other people, and you have nothing left to give yourself. If you take a step back and look in the mirror, you might be the best friend to everyone else, but you're not your best friend. Who is there for you when it's all said and done? You're going to wake up one day and it's going to magically be fixed. No. This is a process, and setting boundaries is hard. This is probably going to be upsetting to some people, and I don't know. It was upsetting to me to find out, but you have to know this. It is going to make people mad when you start putting yourself first. It's going to piss them off because they can't profit off of your insecurity and your need to be liked. They are going to sit there and throw everything in the book at you. They're going to say, you've changed. They're going to say that you're not being a good woman, you're not being a good Christian, you're not being a good person if you start setting boundaries. Once you start loving yourself, you start setting boundaries for your time and your energy, for your money, for your emotional health. Once you start doing that, you're harder to control. This isn't to say everyone's out to get you, but I'm just saying that people who actually profit off of you being insecure and you needing that validation from other people are the people who are going to be mad, and are the people who you're going to have to work twice as hard to set boundaries with. The people who love you, if you set a boundary with them, they will respect that because they respect you. My encouragement to you, especially if you're in your teens or your early 20s, don't let the need for friendship overcome your love for yourself. You have to change those voices in your head. You have to change those beliefs that your worth is defined by what you do for other people, because it's not. You might be scared to start setting boundaries with other people because in your heart, you're the type of person you just love to help. Here's the best part. You will be able to help more people once you start feeding into yourself in your life than you will if you run behind everyone else. Because all that does, and if you've done it, you know, all that does is leave you drained. All that does is leave you depressed. All that does is mean that your needs aren't being met. So imagine how much more you could do for other people. We accept the love we think we deserve. What do you think you deserve? A lot of people out there really feel like they don't deserve anything. Sometimes you settle because it's more comfortable, because you know the evil you know is better than the evil you don't, or whatever that quote is. Key desire for anyone is just to be loved and to feel seen But sometimes being loved and seen by the wrong person can make you feel more alone. My perspective has always been I would rather be alone than be with someone who makes me feel alone. What can you do on a daily basis that makes you love yourself more? If you're a people pleaser, this is going to be really hard for you. But you have to do this because this is the only way to get your life back and for your life to be yours. Because for too long, you've let it belong to a bunch of other people. I can tell you that this is the beginning. It's just going to be an adjustment like anything else in life. You're going to be able to love yourself the way you deserve to be loved. Now, sometimes people are going to treat you crappy, no matter if you love yourself or not. The difference is that if someone treats you crappy and you do love yourself and you do know your worth, then you're willing to set boundaries or cut them out of your life if they're toxic, if they don't have what's best for you at heart. Take care of yourself. Remember, you don't have to be anyone other than you, and you do not have to accept less than you deserve. You do not have to put others ahead of yourself. You are perfect as you are. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, I have been gone for so long. I'm going to work on doing weekly uploads. I'm going to film another video today. Try to get this back on track. And definitely watch Perks of Being a Wallflower if you haven't. And thanks for watching.